into the room, mics alive, where thoughts collide and dreams survive. Every word a spark, every voice a flame. Welcome to the show where we play no games. We're diving deep, no shallow streams. Ideas unfolding like vivid dreams. From life's big questions to boogie schemes. Welcome to the conversation. Feel for your imagination. Every word's a celebration. Celso Talk, your new sensation.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Celso Talks podcast. Oh man! Before I get to the topic that I'm going to talk about today, Lord have mercy. Oh man, I'm laughing because um last night at my job. Let's say that I got hit with chairs, was put through tables. A lot of people came to me. A lot of my coworkers came to me at my job and on my breaks, and they was like, "Excuse me, sir. You didn't do your podcast yesterday." And I'm like, I forgot. They was like, what? I kind of forgot. It's, dude, people, let me tell you something. There was like livid, like mad, like I'm not saying like mad. I'm just saying like, how can I say this? There was like, we was waiting for your podcast at 8 o'clock. And we're still waiting until 8:30, and you did not came on your podcast. We was waiting for you. Cause we love to hear your podcast. We love to hear and what you want, what you're going to talk about. And I was like, I'm sorry, I forgot. My apologies. Don't kill me. Oh man. Yo, let me tell you, man. I mean, it's nothing but love, man. It's not nothing but love. Yes, I did forgot to do my podcast yesterday. I was so tired, helping my mom and stuff like that. And yeah, been going through a lot, but I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just like, I just forgot to do the podcast yesterday. But here we are. Let's do the podcast today before I do get killed tonight. Okay, if I don't do it, I will get killed tonight. Oh man. All right, all right. So yesterday, let me sit down a little bit. See, I don't got my cigarettes, but I got my coffee. Got my coffee. I got my pumpkin spice. I did it from scratch. Pumpkin spice iced coffee. So, excuse me. Oh yeah, that hit the spot. Yes, sir. And for those that thinking I'm not eating, I'm eating. See, yeah, I'm eating. See, See, I'm eating. A lot of people thinking that they say, "Oh, you lose a lot of weight. You're not eating. You eat three." I do eat. I'm eating. So, man, yesterday, I wanted to talk about some serious topics, serious topics that I'm getting in my emails. A lot of people are sending me topics requests, request of the topics that they want to talk about. And I do understand, and mostly are guys because how can I say this? Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is almost here, and some of these guys are they got into new relationships. Um, and it's on. I understand them because you know they are in new relationships, and um February next month, it's going to be, Valentine's Day, and for them, like this is their first Valentine's Day with in their new relationship. You know what I mean? And some of them has been a couple months with them and probably close to a year, and they worry, they worry because it just they want me to talk about these topics because they want people to understand of the reason why they worry, the reason why these topics, we need to talk about this, on my podcast. Of course, this is Celso podcast. This is the right place to be. This is the safe place to be. That we could talk about different stuff. We could talk about everything. Like, I'm a open minded podcaster, talk about different things, different topics, and this is what Social Talk Podcast, what has been created. So this is some serious topics, and I was like, wow, okay, this is very interesting. We could talk about this. We could talk about this. And now that February is almost right on the corner. You know, there's some people that are in new relationships that um maybe this is going to be the first the first uh Valentine's Day, you know and they just trying to make sure some things that they trying to reach their other half and say, hey, listen, we are in a relationship right now, and there are some things that I want to tell you that I have been. I'm talking like them, like basically that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about myself. That okay, hey, I have been in difficult relationships in the past that I have been through a lot, and I don't want to go through this again. And I'm not trying to be controlling, but I'm trying to tell you how I feel so you can understand that I'm falling in love with you. Like I say, I'm talking like them. Maybe this is a message for the loved ones, the other half. I'm falling in love with you. I let you in my life. I gave love another chance. And I'm just trying to make sure that I don't go through what I've been through in the past, what I've been through in the past relationships. And here's the thing that it's mostly guys than girls that has been, emailing me. And the thing is that for example, some of these guys are in new relationships where, and I don't judge. I'm gonna say this: I do not judge. We do not judge in my podcast. We don't do that. Some of these relationships are mostly, it's called, let's say, work girlfriend, work boyfriend, and or not only necessary, at work, but at the same time outside of work, and you know, and the thing is that they are in this new relationship now. It's official, and they seen some things that they don't like, and the thing is that, for example, maybe they might be in a relationship with someone at work or outside of work, but if they in a relationship outside, I mean, excuse me, if they in a relationship at work with someone, and like I said, I don't judge. I do not judge in my podcast. I don't, because I respect everybody's decisions. I respect everybody's lives, how they want to live the life. That is how they want to live the life. I don't come in my podcast and say, "Oh, you're wrong," and this. No, no, no. I'm not like that. I'm not that type of podcaster. I'm not gonna come over here in my podcast and people and say, "Hey, oh yeah, you wrong because you had someone at work." That is not my life. That's not part of my podcast. If it's a topic that needs to talk about, we talk about it. Like I said, I am an open-minded podcaster. This is an open-minded podcast where we talk about different things. And so I do understand when it comes to a relationship at work girlfriend or work boyfriend, work wife, work husband. And maybe they had this relationship where, of course, they don't want nobody to know about, something they don't want nobody to know about, you know what I mean? And they keep it in the quiet, but at the same time, he or her understand, but at the same time, he wants to tell his work girlfriend or his her work boyfriend how she feels, how he feels. And like I said, you don't have to be at work. It could be outside of work. And the thing is, the point that I'm trying to get is that maybe he's seeing some things that he don't like. And yes, even though that the work girlfriend knows that he's jealous, and not in a bad way, but in a good way. And for her, she likes it. She thinks it's cute. Of course, she's understandable. She thinks it's cute. Maybe she never had a man that was jealous, crazy over her, and doesn't like when other guys come to her, even though he understands and he's not trying to be controlling. Let me tell you something. Being jealous is not always trying to be controlling. It's all about respect. I said this in this podcast many times. Being jealous is not all the time being controlling. No, it's not all the time. Not all the time. Being controlling, being jealous is because it's about respect. It's the respect that the person deserves. So, like I said, maybe for her, it's like a kind of like a turn on, kind of like a she think it's cute that her new relationship is crazy over her and loves her deeply, and all that he think about is her. Don't stop thinking about her always, and you know, can't wait to see her, can't wait to be next to her. And she knows that, okay, he's jealous. He don't like no guys coming at me, even though he doesn't mind me talking to anybody. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind talking to everyone, right? But he's trying to tell her, hey, listen, I understand. And I'm talking like, remember, I'm talking like my listeners that sends me emails daily. I receive, if I tell you guys how many emails I do receive, Lord have mercy. I have like probably, woo, Lord have mercy. I lost count. I might have like 3,000 emails right now that I haven't. Slowly I am opening those emails, and and slowly I am talking about every topics that they want me to talk about. And I don't want people to think, oh, he's not reading my emails. No, no, no. Like it's a lot of people that is sending me emails. I get emails daily. Not only on my emails, on not only on Gmail, we're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, uh, WhatsApp, Twitter. I get a lot of mails and emails and texts too, and it's if I show it to you guys, you're gonna be like, wow, he got a lot of emails, he got a lot of texts. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. He get a lot of topics, and it's crazy, and I love it. I like it because it gives me something to do, and I want to talk. If let me tell you something, if I have all day, if I could do this the whole day to take care or get over all the topics that people want to talk about, I would have done it. Trust and believe in a heartbeat. I would have done it. So anyway, let's go back to the topic. So okay, so like I said, maybe for her, this is something. It might be something new for her, and she probably like that, and she looks at him, with a smile because he loves her deeply, and he get jealous when he see another guy coming at her. It's not because he's trying to be controlling, and it don't have to be a man. It could be a girl too. He's not trying to be controlling. When even though he might look at them like he wants to kill them, or like he wants to jump and rip their head off, but at the same time, it's like he's trying to tell her, listen, or she trying to tell him, listen, I understand, you got a lot of friends, people, you want to talk to people, and which is not my problem. You could talk to whoever you want to talk to. That's not a problem for me. I'm not controlling. It's not a problem for me. But at the same time, what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to show you is that I don't like when guys, and I'm like girls too. I don't like when guys or girls touch you. I don't like that. It bothers me. And I'm speaking, like I said, I'm speaking like all my listeners that are, that send me requests. I don't like when guys or girls come to you and touch you. I don't like it. I don't like it. It bothers me. It bothers me to a point when I come to my house and I gotta think about that the whole day, when I think about it, and I gotta come home pissed off. But I had to calm myself down because I know that, okay, I understand the situation, and I know that, okay, maybe for her or for him, they like that. They like it because maybe they never had a person that was crazy over them. That, I'm not saying crazy in a bad way, crazy in a good way. Because we need, if it's crazy in a bad way, that's when you need to be careful. Yeah, if it's crazy in a bad way, that's when you got to be careful. But if it's crazy in a good way, where he's so in love with this person or she's so in love with this person, and maybe, let's say, for example, maybe if you do have a work girlfriend or work boyfriend, work husband, or work wife, work fiance, or outside of work, maybe for her or for him, maybe he or her might not be the only person in her life, but for her or for him, she's the only person in his life. She's the only person that he got. Where he might not have nobody else in his life, or she might have nobody else in her life, and is scared to lose her, is scared to lose him. I'm talking about, in my opinion. And he's scared to lose her, he's scared to lose him, where he's trying to reach her, he's trying to reach him. I say, sending the message and say, okay, I get it, I understand. You like when I'm jealous? Yes, because I'm in love with you. I want to be with you. I want, I want to have you for the rest of my life. And of course, I get jealous because I see you with a guy. It's not. It doesn't have to be because I see you with a guy. You could talk to whoever you want to talk to. Trust and believe. I'm not going to stop you to talk to whoever you want to talk to. You can do that. I'm not trying to be controlling, but what I'm trying to say is this: that I don't like when a person comes and put their hands on you. I don't like it. It bothers me. Where I get it, for you, it might, like I say, I know I'm repeating myself. For you, it might be like, it's cute. You love it. You probably never had somebody that's crazy over you and is jealous because he loves you, and he's showing you right there that he loves you, that she loves you. But at the same time, this is when you have to really If you see somebody touch you, let them know. Listen, don't touch me. I get it. We're talking, whatever. I don't want. You don't need to touch me. No, don't touch me. You know, don't. You don't have to. Get into details with that person. Don't touch me. You could. We could talk without touching. We could do that. It's all about respect. That's it. And yes, maybe you the only one that can calm him down, calm her down. But at the same time, it's like they stay with that in their head. They do. You stay with that in your head. You might be calm, cool, and collected when you get home, but you got that is still in here. It's like your mind runs, you know, and it's like, okay, I need to tell her. I need to tell him. Okay, I'm not trying to be controlling, but there's need to be boundaries. We need to have boundaries where, for example, if let's say if I'm talking to somebody, I'm talking to a girl, and the girl comes and touch me, I know she's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like it. So if he or her doesn't like it, where if you see them stepping away from that person because he's showing you or she's showing you respect, because not only that he loves you or she loves you, but she's showing you his respect. He's showing you respect where he's saying, okay, I'm gonna respect you and I'm not gonna let this person touch me because I know you're not going to like that. Because it's all about respect. It's all about boundaries, and I'm giving you the respect, but I want you to give me the respect too. You know, not trying to be controlling, but this person, they've been through a lot. Where in the past relationship they've been through that. Where in the new relationship they don't want to go through the same thing. They don't. They don't want to go through the same thing. And now that it's February is coming, and you know, uh, Valentine's Day is somewhere around the corner. So of course, he or her is just trying to make sure that things like that doesn't happen again. Remember, when you in a new relationship, of course, you got butterflies on your stomach, and you're feeling good, and your heart beats every time you see that person, and you make you smile, and you bite your lips. You come on, you know how it is. Everybody know how it is in a new relationship, and then you might be, with this person 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 months, and then probably a year, and it's like it's still new. You know what I mean? You got that, that good feeling. You know what I'm talking about, and it's understandable. Let me see if I do have comments. Do I? Let me see. Okay, no comments yet. I mean, sometimes I might have comments, but I can't. So if anybody is sending me comments, but on Facebook, and I don't respond, I apologize. Sometimes I can't see it. Sometimes I don't see it. So I do apologize for that. I'm making sure my battery life. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. It's like I'm saying. It's. I mean, like I said, being jealous. It doesn't have to be the whole time being controlling. I'm jealous. I'm a jealous person. I am. I have no shame on my game. Listen, let me tell you something. When I get attached with someone, I get attached real quick. I really do. Like that. I get attached real quick with that person, and yes, I'm jealous, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Because you could be jealous in a bad way, and that's when the person becomes controlling. But being jealous in a good way is not being controlling. You know what I mean? It's all about, okay, I need that respect. I'm respecting you. I respecting your boundaries. I respecting you. I need that respect too. You know, I know you love me, and I know that you would not like if a girl comes to me and try to touch me. Okay, and I will not don't like when a man comes to you and touch you. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Just they need to keep their hands to themselves before they get their hand cut off. I'm just saying. They keep touching you, they're gonna get their hand cut off. Or I will rip their head off. It's a difference between, and I'm going to compare it. It's a difference between being jealous in a good way and being jealous in a bad way. Being jealous in a bad way, oh yeah, that's controlling and be dominant, demanding. But being jealous in a good way, where you know he don't want to lose you, she don't want to lose you, and but still he would tell you, listen, I don't mind you talking to a lot of people. You could talk to whoever you want to talk to. You could go out if you want to go out. You want to go out with the girls. You go ahead, go out with the girls. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to tell you no. I want to say go ahead, babe. Go ahead. You want to go out. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. All right. Have fun. But there's a, how can I say this? There's a line. There's a line. Okay, where if anybody passed that line, there's going to be consequences. There's a lion ready to attack, ready to devour that person, because now you passing that line where touchy, touchy, touchy. I hate when you got a girl or whatever, and you got all these guys and touching everybody else, and next thing you know, I want to touch. Excuse me. No have mercy. I want to go ahead and touch your girl, or want to touch your man, and next thing can't talk, but they just want to touch the face. Dude, keep your. Lord have mercy. Can't curse. I cannot curse. I cannot curse in my podcast. I can't do it. I can't. I don't know when it comes. I don't understand when it comes to Facebook Live. I can, but when it comes to StreamYard, I cannot. There's different rules. When I'm in Facebook Live, it's like, okay, good. You could go, and curse. Yeah, you could do that. You could cuss, in Facebook Live, but not on StreamYard. Okay. That's the rules. I gotta respect that. Um, but I hate that. Can you just talk to her without touching? Like, why you gotta touch? Remember, I speaking like my listeners that send me requests of these topics that they want me to talk about. Since it's Celso Top Podcast, we talk about everything. That's why. So it's like, okay, you could talk to her, no problem. You could talk to her about whatever, but keep your hands to yourself, because you're in danger right now. Yeah, you in danger. You touched her. Okay, all right, okay. Atrevido. Okay, atrevida. Or how do you say atrevido? Atrevida in English. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Atrevido, is like somebody that maybe I should is instead of just looking at the word, I'm gonna look at the meaning. Is somebody that have the guts or have the nerve to do the unthinkable or do something that they are not allowed to do. That's what it is. In atrevido atrevida is something that do something that I'm gonna call it a daredevil. We call it a daredevil that will do something that is not allowed to do. A person that knowing that that person is in a relationship but still want to go and touch her, or that doesn't have respect of her of or her man. I think I'm saying it right. I want I don't want to I hate to be not if I'm not correct, then I do apologize. But I'm just like like looking in my head right now. So um yeah, we're gonna put it that way. We're gonna put it that way. I hate that they need to talk to this person and oh hey, how you doing? You keep your hands to yourself. Why you need to touch her? Why you need to do touchy? That's too much, bro. Like you know, put your hands in your pocket when you put your hands in your pocket when you talk to her. Put your hands in your pocket. Or this is saying, look with your hands, touch with your eyes. Yeah, it's an old saying in Puerto Rico. Look with your hands and touch with your eyes. Because your hands is about to be cut off. I'm about to rip your head off. Completely. If you don't want problem, you don't want that smoke, you need to chill, bro. Before I make you chill. I'm just saying. Remember, I'm talking like them. I'm talking like my listeners. I'm getting a character. I like getting in character. I like that. I like thinking like them. Because it's like, oh wow, okay, this is how they feel. Damn it. Well, I said you better listen what they're saying to you, my brother. Because if you're doing all that touching, they don't like it. They're gonna kick your ass. I'm just saying. It's a message. Don't kill the messenger. I mean, don't kill the messenger. If I'm sending you a message and you're doing all that touchy and they looking at you, they see you, you better back off. Better back off, bro. Or sis, better back off before you know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just, it's like like I said, we was going to talk about serious topics, that a lot of people want me to talk about, and I'll do it, no problem. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we could talk about ghosts, we could talk about aliens, we could talk about movies, we could talk about different stuff. That's what Celso Talks podcast is all about. This is what we hear. So yeah, and like I said, man, these people, I'm not trying to be controlling. They just want to make things that goes great, and they want this relationship to be better than their past relationship. That's what they want. They want this relationship to be, better than the past relationship. They want that. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. They love you. They care about you, and maybe you are the only person in their life, and that they love you deeply, and they show it to you every single day. And then they might tell you I love you more than 25, 35 times a day. You know what I mean? And they tell you, hey, you are my heart, you are my heartbeat. You know, you are what's keeping me alive. I give it out, love, another chance. Because maybe when you got into life, you change everything. You change the whole world, and that's the message that they sending you. You changed the whole world the first time you got into life. Remember, before you, there was nobody. Before you, there was nobody in the life. Where all it was is heartbroken. And when you came in their life, you not only changed their world, but you heal their heart, where you fix their heart. And now every time they see you, is butterfly in the stomach. The heart start beating, and they smile, and they might look away like this, like they getting red and stuff like that. But still, they love you, and all they want is that they want I'm not saying that you not respecting them, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you with me, you my girl, you mine, or you my guy. Not trying to be controlling, not, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I don't know what is their intentions. I don't know what people intentions are when they around you. I trust you, I just don't trust them. I trust you because I know that you're not going to fuck up. I know that you're not going to do nothing stupid to break our relationship. But I don't trust them because I don't know what is their I just said it. Lord have mercy. Intentions. I don't know what are the intentions. And then come to you and touching you like, no, keep your hands to yourself. And I this is their message, that this is the message that they want their loved ones, there's their better have to know that, okay, I'm not trying to control your life, and I'm not trying to be controlling, I'm not trying to, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you and me, and there's some things that I don't like. And one thing is, I don't want people coming to talk to you. You could talk to whoever you want to talk to. But at the same time, it's like, okay, 6 feet. 6 feet. You don't need to be touching. You could talk to me without touching. Don't touch me. Don't do that. That's what they want. Because if they do it, it's gonna be a whole different way. It's gonna be a whole different situation. And maybe they're not going to handle the situation like you're going to handle it, because maybe they're going to come a different way, and then they might rip head off. Who knows? I'm just saying. Man, the topics that you guys want to talk about, Lord have mercy. Oh man, but hey, I made a bond. I made a bond with my podcast, and I will talk about whatever people, the people want to talk about, because every topic that I talk about, it doesn't matter how many topics I talk about. It's all about healing. It's all about helping others. Maybe I'm talking about a situation that somebody's going through, or been through, and maybe it's going to help somebody that is going to the same situation or similar situation, that person is going through, or that person been through. And this topics is to help others. This topics to help others, to help others understand. And it's all about healing. And if you guys see about Celso podcast, it's all about healing. It's all about helping other people. And I get it. It's not about judging and or correcting people, because that's not what we do. We don't do that. Lord have mercy. But anyway, guys, this is the podcast. I want to thank you guys for listening to my podcast, watching my podcast. And for the people on my job, you see, I made a podcast. Here I am. Don't kill me. Because Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yesterday, Jesus Christ. They almost kill your boy. Listen, I have to do this right here. Okay, hold on. I have to do this right here, okay? I have to do this right here yesterday, because let me tell you something. When I didn't do my podcast yesterday, oh Lord have mercy. My ears were red and everything, and I'm like, okay, okay, don't kill me, Jesus Christ. I have to wear my helmet. I have to wear my helmet. Last night. Oh man, but hold on. Where's my hat? Where's I put my hat on? Right here. But I'm just saying, you see, guys, I did the podcast. Here I am. Don't kill me tonight. Oh man, but all right, guys. This is the podcast right here. I'll see you guys in another podcast of Celso Podcast with your favorite host and podcaster, Cesar Luis Santiago Jr. Love you all. God bless you, and have a great night.
Welcome to Celso Talks Podcast. Step into the room, the mic's alive, where thoughts collide and dreams survive. Every word a spark, every voice a flame. Welcome to the show where we play no games. We're diving deep, no shallow streams. Ideas unfolding like vivid dreams. From life's big questions to boogie schemes. Welcome to the conversation. Feel for your imagination. Every word's a celebration. Celso Talk, your new sensation. Celso Talk, your new sensation. From cosmic wonders to daily grind, we peel the layers, no truth left behind.